All right, so we've created our first project, a very simple slideshow. We've grabbed some slides, some photos that maybe we've taken or downloaded off the internet, grabbed a piece of music, put it together, we've got a slideshow. But let's jazz it up a little bit by adding some transitions. How do we do that in Davinci Resolve? Let's check it out. Here we are in Davinci Resolve. I am currently in my edit mode, okay, and I've got my dual layers going, or my dual screens going on here, but I'm going to focus on the right one for now. If I just play through this quick, all right, we've got some nice simple slides that pop up. These are all just different photos that I've taken. But how do I add a transition? Well, we're going to come over here and make sure we click on the upper left corner on Effects Library. Okay. And down here in Video Transitions, there's Audio Transitions, Titles, Generators, Effects. So many different things here. Let's take a look at Effects Transitions. And of course, you've got Cross Dissolve. And you can actually, by hovering over it, you can see how it's going to work. So if I'm in the middle here, you can actually preview that transition just by hovering over it, and I'm not even holding anything down. I'm just moving my mouse button over this effect, moving it left to right or right to left. Same thing with the blur. Well, that's kind of cool. I like that. So let's go ahead and drag that. I'll click and drag that out onto the middle of my section here. And I'm just going to drop it in. So now I've got this transition that goes from my first photo into my second photo. That's pretty cool. Let's drag out a couple more. Let's see here. What else do we have here? Push. We have barn doors. Let's jump over to this one. And let's see here. We've got barn doors. What's that sound like? That looks kind of cool. So drop barn doors on that one. So go ahead and practice and take a look and try out some different transitions. Apply different transitions. You can grab an edge of a transition and make it longer or shorter. Whatever you see fit, and see how it plays for you. This is all about your video, your creation. So play with the transitions and add some transitions to your project. Now, also with your files, if I go up into my inspector in my upper right corner, let's take a look at especially this one here with this truck. So we can scale this up. Let's grab our truck. Okay, and then we can start ratio and ratio. Let's take a look here. We want not the transition, but the actual video itself. And we're going to say, this is really cool. We've got a dynamic zoom. This is neat. So we're going to click on that. And let's see what that does. So that actually starts close and pulls away, but we want to come into that. So what I'm going to do is say swap. And it's going to reverse that automatic transition. Okay, and then we play that back. Let's take a look at that now. So that's pretty cool. I could do that again with this one. Dynamic zoom. Doesn't really, oh, it turned off. There we go, dynamic zoom. Then add another transition and continue on. So let's go ahead and add some transitions, add some effects. Now you can change that. Maybe you don't want the dynamic zoom. Maybe you want it to move from left to right. So let's take a look here. Oh, this is a cool one. Let's maybe have him fly in from the left side. So we're gonna go left to right. All right, so left to right. So what I'm gonna do is I want him to fly in. So I'm gonna say that's his position. So I'm gonna click on the little diamond in the upper right corner here. And that's going to create a keyframe, right? Now I'm going to move back to the beginning of this clip. And I'm going to move his position to the left, all the way off screen, like so. And if I play that, that's pretty cool. And I can look at here, this little arrow will go to the next one or the previous one, and so on. So that's a quick way of creating just some very simple animations within Davinci Resolve just by in our editing platform here. Okay. So go ahead and make some transitions, add some animations, play around with the timeline, get comfortable with this workspace. And then in our next video, once we're all set with this, we're going to export this out and upload this for our classroom. So I'll see you in the next video when we're set to export this project.